My favorite thing about Elon Musk is that he's autistic, and you can tell what his hyperfixation is at the moment by looking at his Twitter banner and Twitter bio. So right now it's just Grok. It's just Grok. It's just his new AI. It's just Grok 3. Before this it was Doge. And his bio was tech support when he was all over that. Now it's Grok. Grok is the new thing. We love Grok. Grok is the best. Grok has real-time knowledge. This is a big difference. It's so much better than all the other AIs. Grok 3 is so awesome. I can't get enough of it. The level of excitement is on par with how I felt when I tried chat. Is this guy real? Is this a bot? Who says on par casually? That's gotta be a bot. That's not real. I only know how to code MySpace pages, thanks Tom. Okay, so Grok is the new thing. Great, lovely. I love AI. Personally, I'm a huge fan of ChatGPT, okay? I'm all for LLMs. My favorite, okay? Completely unrelated to that. Did you guys see the interview that he did with Sean Hannity and Donald Trump? Which, by the way, why is Elon Musk doing an interview with Donald Trump with Sean Hannity? Like, why is that like this guy's not an official anything? Is he even an employee? Like, wasn't that in question? Like, who does this guy work for? China? I don't know. Why is he up there with Donald Trump though? Like, they made fun of Kamala Harris for doing an interview with her VP when that's her literal VP and they were literally running on the ticket together. But now this guy, who's not elected, who wasn't on the ticket, who no one voted for, he's just doing an interview with Donald Trump. For what? Like, for support? Didn't he made that tweet that was like, I love Donald Trump the most that a straight man could love another. Yeah, okay.
You're committed to getting to Mars. You're committed to rescue, you're going to help rescue next month 2 astronauts that I think were abandoned. They dispute that in an interview.
So they weren't abandoned, okay? It's not a routine thing, but it's not like an uncommon thing for spaceships or spacecrafts or whatever to have technical difficulties and for astronauts to be, stranded in the ISS or in space for a little bit longer than necessary. Okay, that's why you pack all of the extra food. That's why you pack all of the extra supplies. That's why you prepare for all of these extra things that could happen. It's not common, but it could happen. So that's what happened. They weren't like abandoned. They weren't left up there, but okay, go on.
At the President's request or instruction, we are accelerating the return of the astronauts. Request.
In an interview.
So Donald Trump is like, when do you, and Elon Musk isn't even looking at him. He's not, look at this body language, okay? And Donald Trump is like,
request or
what a fucking sub, what a fucking beta male sub, look at this. Yes, tell me more, daddy, please give it to me. Sorry, I'm hype.
Instruction, we are accelerating the return of the astronauts, which was postponed kind of to a ridiculous degree.
They got left in space.
Does this guy know where he is? They got left in space.
Been there, they were supposed to be there 8 days. They're there almost 300.
Biden.
They were
You just said Biden.
They're there almost 300.
Biden.
That's it. That's the entire Biden. That's it. Biden. That's it. Just Biden. It's a joke. This isn't real. This is not real. They're trolling. That's unreal. This is pathetic. Do you guys know how embarrassing it is to watch this as an American? Okay, now imagine if I was Russian. Imagine if I was Chinese. Imagine if I was Iranian and I was watching this shit. The plans that I would be making. Elon Musk and Donald Trump both regularly blatantly lie just on social media. They just post things, they just say things and will them to be true. And like eventually down the line somewhere on Twitter at some point that did happen, but it's never at all to the extent that they claim it to be. It's never at all in the full context that they claim it to be. It's always a twisting of the story to make it malicious on the side of the Democrats. And so this is a story about NASA astronauts being, stuck in space for a little bit longer because of technical difficulties or whatever. And Donald Trump just says Biden. That's the joke. He just says Biden. Okay. Now the narrative that they're running with is that Elon Musk himself went up to Joe Biden and said, "Sir, with tears in my eyes, please let me save those 2 astronauts. Please, I beg of you. Let me at him." Okay, and Joe Biden said, "I hate you more than I like any American and than I like my own reputation. And so I will not let you save those astronauts because I don't like you. And we'll keep them up there for an extra 6 months just for the funsies." Okay. That's the narrative that they're running with, okay? So on this post, okay, there was a community note. There was a community note that said that this was wrong. And Elon Musk deleted it because he said it was false. SpaceX could have brought the astronauts back last year, but Biden pushed the return past the inauguration date. Biden himself maliciously pushed this return date for these astronauts past January 20th. Why? So that he could blame it on Trump. Duh, obviously. Come on. Keep up, guys. So this was the community notes, and it's labeled as containing sensitive content. All the community note said was the astronauts were scheduled to return in Feb, but that has been delayed to late March due to testing of the SpaceX Crew 10. The Crew 9 mission was reduced to 2 astronauts to leave room for Suni and Butch. That ship arrived in August, and all restaurants have a return ship on the ISS. So I'll be honest, little confused on what that means. Me personally, I was a little confused. And so I decided to go to our beloved, the best new LLM out there on the market, Grok 3. And so I asked Grok 3, with tears in my eyes, sir, why haven't the NASA astronauts been returned to Earth yet? Okay. I didn't ask this. This was someone else's Grok question, but whatever, you get the point. NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, who launched the ISS on June 5th aboard Boeing's Starling and Starliner, have not returned to Earth yet due to a series of technical issues with the Starliner and subsequent logistical delays with their replacement ride, a SpaceX Dragon capsule. After extensive analysis and ground testing, NASA deemed the spacecraft, this is the first one that they went in, too risky to return Williams and Wilmore on the Starliner, so they left them up there in space, okay? With the Starliner no longer as an option, NASA arranged for Williams and Wilmore, the 2 astronauts, to return on the SpaceX Dragon. This was originally for late February 2025. Right now, that's right now, we are in late February 2025, okay? This got delayed, however, because the Crew 10 needs to finish building the spaceship. They haven't finished building the spaceship. NASA and SpaceX decided to prioritize the readiness of a new capsule, some fancy new brand new technology, instead of getting these poor abandoned astronauts that were up there for political purposes, right? Because Biden, poor evil fascist authoritarian Joe Biden left them up there in space, right? So you decided to prioritize their return by focusing on the new technology for your Dragon. Okay. Pushing the Crew launch to no earlier than late March 2025, since NASA prefers overlapping crew rotations for a smooth handover of ISS operations. William and Wilmore cannot return until Crew 10 arrives. Okay, so basically everyone's just chilling up in space, okay? It's not like the Martian. They're not starving. They don't have to create water out of hydrogen and oxygen themselves, okay? They have resources, they have food, they're doing research, they're fine, they're thriving. And if anything, if at all, if they were suffering, if they were abandoned up in space all alone with no contact to the earthly world, okay, that would be entirely Elon Musk and SpaceX's fault. The Boeing Starliner astronauts will return to space in March 2025 after new NASA SpaceX delay. And this is from space.com, guys. I'm not saying that ironically, okay? It's really important when you're doing research on more technical things like space, like technology, like economics or stocks or stock market or anything like that you go to specific sources, okay? I wouldn't really trust like a BBC article about all of these space jargons because like the BBC writer probably doesn't know all of the space intricacies the way that these space writers are going to know all of the space intricacies, okay? Crew 10 was originally slated to fly in February, but it has been pushed back to allow for time for SpaceX to continue work on a brand new Crew Dragon spacecraft for the mission, NASA said in a statement on Tuesday. The delay means an extra month aboard for the ISS for the astronauts of the SpaceX Crew 9 flight. Though unexpectedly long, 9 months is not terribly outlandish. Other NASA astronauts have stayed on the ISS for far longer. The space agency's year-long twin study kept Scott Kelly aboard the ISS for 340 days. And more recently, Frank Rubio spent 365 days straight in space when their Soyuz spacecraft sprang a leak. Right, so like as I said, it's not a story, it's just it's something that happened. That's it, it's just something that happened. You don't have to take it and make it into the political news story about Joe Biden. Where's Joe Biden mentioned at all in this? How is this Joe Biden's fault? Like, if SpaceX was supposed to return these astronauts in February, that means that they've been working alongside the Biden administration from September till fucking January 20th, working on the capsule. Like, what? So now, okay, so now that we've established that he's lying, okay, can I just drill down exactly how psychotic, fucking weird this man is with this lie? This is just such a weird lie. Like, I don't understand the motive behind. They such a small, insignificant, like, I don't think that this is a big story. I didn't even know about these 2 astronauts before today. Like, what the fuck? So not only does Elon Musk post, this community note is false, okay, and then deletes the community note, right? So this guy says, what a lie, and from someone who complains about the lack of honesty from the mainstream media. He's talking about Elon Musk, by the way, being a hypocrite, right? To which Elon Musk responds, you are fully retarded. SpaceX could have brought them back several months ago. I offered this directly to the Biden administration, and they refused. Return was pushed back for political reasons. Idiot. Which, again, I'm just gonna go to this Grok conversation because, you know, Grok is the best. As you know, Elon made it. How could we doubt anything that Elon Musk blessed with his genius, his weird breeding fetish? Just to make this clear, the Musk lie about astronauts isn't SpaceX offered a mission. The lie is NASA and even Biden didn't want SpaceX to bring the astronauts home because he no like Elon, even though that's exactly what NASA did during the Biden administration. Again, in order for this rescue mission to have been scheduled for February, NASA and SpaceX would have had to been working together with the Biden administration prior to February, okay, prior to January 20th. That's just a fact. If you think, like, why would NASA pay for a whole new Crew Dragon missile? Okay, why would NASA pay for a whole new Crew Dragon missile? $200 million. Come on, Mr. Taxpayer. Come on, Mr. Government Efficiency. To interrupt the ISS schedule to bring astronauts back a few months earlier for no reason, when they could just leave them on the ISS for free, put them to work on the station, and bring them back on the next scheduled Dragon, which is what they decided. Answer that fucking question or shut the fuck up. Simple as that. To which Elon responds, you are the liar, and the people you cite were not party to the discussions. Liar. What people did this guy cite? This guy didn't even cite any people party to the discussions. And also, I'm just gonna go back to over here, right? To Grok. I'm gonna throw this in your face, Elon Musk. You're so proud of this invention, and it's fucking outing you so hard. Since NASA prefers overlapping crew rotations for a smooth handover of ISS operations, that's the regular ISS schedule, okay, Williams and Wilmore cannot return until the Crew 10 arrives. Why hasn't the Crew 10 arrived? Because NASA and SpaceX decided to prioritize the readiness of this new capsule. That's it. That's it. You are the liar. And the people you cite were not party to the discussions. Liar. Okay, dramatic. Okay, this video feels kind of really redundant, but I don't understand what the motive is. And I'm not even gonna try. I don't even care at this point, but I want you to think about that. What is the motive? Tell me. I don't know. I was looking at these astronauts, like, they're not even like fucking super woke. Like, I don't know what, like, these were renowned, like, good, normal astronauts. Like, what? This guy's a veteran. And they even said that, like, it was a lie. Like, they called out Elon Musk saying that it was a lie, that they were abandoned on the ISS. Like, just like, what is the motive? What is the reason? Tell me. I don't know. I'm confused. Let me know. I can't get over this body language. Look at him.
Degree.
They got left in space.
This fucking dumbass doesn't have a single clue of what's going on. Do you think that they give him, like, dead computers to, like, play around on, like the way that I do with, like, my toddler siblings? Like, I'll give them, like, a controller with the batteries out so that they feel like they're playing the video game with me, but really, like, I'm the one playing the video game. Do you think that's what Elon is doing to Trump? Because I do.
They've been there, they were supposed to be there 8 days. They're there almost 300.
Biden.
That's it. 4 more years, guys. Fuck.